Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. I know you guys like a visual. Right, you guys like to see a visual. You guys like to see me pull cards, so I'm going to pull them. Archangel Michael there, y'all see here, the ambulance. Okay? Guiding us through this journey because they show was trying to stop me from getting my stuff out. I've recorded a lot of stuff, you guys, and I've had a lot of downloads. But I'm debating on how I want to deliver them to the collective about different stuff. Because I said I was going to pull cards, but I'm just going to go ahead and give y'all the downloads real quick. One of them being that the other day it was very windy, right? And I noticed that in the wind, something made me go to my window. I go to the window, and in the wind, there's a spider creating a web. But the wind is blowing literally like this, right outside my window. So I'm like, why is they making a spider web right outside the window? Like, literally, it's webbing, and it's working at it. And I'm watching it create this web outside the window. I'm watching it do it in the wind as it's struggling. But it is adamant about creating this wind. Talk about your haters doing the magic and shit, doing manipulation, doing conflict spells and stuff, trying to do it in the wind, even though stuff is happening in their life already. Beyond all of that, through all the weather and the storm, they're still trying to create conflict in the Divine Feminine's life by webbing a weave, right? And through the winds, through the hardship, they still trying to push through and still trying to cause conflict in the Divine Feminine's life. So as they're blowing, because they're blowing in the wind. They're literally blowing in the wind. And I'm watching, I'm like, this makes no sense. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to see how it does later. So I go about my business. I completely forget about the whole situation. Y'all, hold on. This keeps happening, you guys. Let me just, hold on, because somebody don't want me to get this message out because they don't want us to know that they magic ain't working. Hold on. Because their magic is not working and they're mad. They're upset, y'all. They're upset because they shouldn't work. Okay, so every time I'm about to start a reading, my child acts up, y'all, because somebody don't want me to get these messages out. Because they mad because they whole game, they whole money, they whole scheme finna get fucked up. Because the real ones are now being prophets. They're now speaking up and using their voice and letting the collective know what's real going on. So that's going to affect their monies. And that's all they care about is their monies. And they're using spirituality to gain money like most people do. Okay, that should not be doing it. But most people do. They use spirituality and religion as a way to get money from the collective. They've been doing it for how long? Since you've been born, they've been doing that. And before then, they've been trying to do that. Okay? Through tithes, through donations, through their spiritual stuff, through different means of whatever way they can get money off of their spiritual gifts is what they're trying to do. Okay? They're also trying to delay the ones who are actually genuine, who get actual messages from the universe to put out to the collective intentionally for humanity. They're trying to stop that and delay that so they can try to put their bullshit out quick in a rush. We're not rushing because if Christ consciousness and if we're getting these downloads, we're not getting them to rush or to compete. We're getting them because we need to put these out to the collective, and this is going to actually stick. This is going to be from generations to generations, so we need to make sure it's really authentic and it's true. Okay, so we're not putting bullshit out just to say, I made this. Like, goofy ass, like you goofball. Like, I see you try to hurry up and speed up your shit. Like, guess what I just put out? Congratulations. Good job for you. Good job. Good rush job you did there. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, genuinely. Like, we don't. We're going to keep doing us, and we're still going to put our stuff out there, and you'll see the actual time, the work, the patience, the authenticity we put into the projects that we work on, because it's actually true. That's why I'm not rushing. Y'all don't think I got shit? I'm not rushing none of that stuff. I'm not rushing it on purpose, because I'm not going to give you guys bullshit. Just to say, I'm a business owner, a spiritual business owner, and I get all this money off of this. No, it's not even about that. It's not. Okay, but this is what they're doing. So they're trying to delay on purpose, and they're trying to use most divine beings at this point. If they're prophets and the priestess, they already have a shield up, or energetic shield. So what they're doing is they're trying to get to irritate the pets, trying to irritate the children, right? Because they can't get to divine feminine, so they try to get to the people around them, their neighbors, different people like that, to cause conflict and disarray in the divine feminine's life, to delay and distract the divine feminine from staying on her purpose. Instead, them folks are their purpose. They made it their purpose to focus on divine feminine's purpose. Goofy? That's a goofy motherfucker. This person can't have kids. And if they is, they grown and they older. Because if they got kids, they have something to focus on. So whoever's doing this, they don't have no. And if they do, then clearly they're spending too much time on this magic web and that weave. Because they remember I told you about the spider who's webbing that weave outside? So when I went back, see how a distraction came? So I went to care of something, probably my child. Then I went back to the window. Do y'all know that spider was still doing, through the rain, through the weave, they were still working on that magic? They said, by all means, they are focused on that magic. They're focused on creating this web. And then guess what happens? It gets stuck in its own web, and it's there. And I'm watching it rock in the wind, in the rain, right? Rocking in its own web, no longer alive. So this person's weaving a web, but it's going to get itself caught in the web because it's doing it out of anger, frustration, irritation. So it's moving real fast, doing it very quickly, not thinking, doing it for vengeful purposes, but putting a lot of intent into it, a lot of intention into creating this conflict for somebody else to be trapped in. And then it just so happens they get trapped within themselves and no way to get out of it. And then they're looking around like, is there any escape? But no, you web that weave, what escape? You're stuck in the weave that you web. Okay, you guys, so that's my message. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to keep y'all. It's probably going to be posting short messages tonight, but I'm getting my messages through to the collective. Because I can see somebody don't want to get my messages through so they can hear it and think of, let me put these messages out before she do. Because they want to make it a competition. Okay, but again, I don't get paid for this. So what you competing for? You don't get paid to do the money. Well, others do get paid too, but your main focus is the money. Okay, so you guys, that's my message for now.